Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens and Coach Kristen Barnes, coach the Salem Lady Tigers, getting ready for another season of exciting action. You got some girls back. You got a whole bunch of girls that came out and tried out this year. So a pretty full squad for you this year from which you can select players from, and a lot of newbies on the board as well. That's great for the program to go forward in the future.
Absolutely. We get to have a freshman team this year and again this year, so that's awesome. They have their first game tonight against St. James as well. And, JV's first game tonight as well. And, Varsity's coming off a tough loss, but, we played hard. I'm excited to see how they're going to do tonight.
When we talk about volleyball, getting over the summer, and you can have your camps and things of that nature, Coach, did you see these numbers that were going to be turning out for the tryouts to get on the volleyball team during the camps this summer?
Oh, absolutely. We had close to 40 girls coming to open gyms, and then anywhere from like 25 to 30 kids there during workouts. So we had numbers all summer, and it was awesome.
So do you, every coach is a little bit different. So when you're looking at the talent that you have, do you kind of check obviously the experience is number one, but also their physical ability to play the game and their mental aspect of playing the game, but also there's that intangible, I always call that person that just understands the game, that they read the game as they go along. Is that something that you as a coach also try and do?
Definitely as a coach for sure. I'm constantly watching film, watching the games, stuff like that, just to see, what can we do better, what do I need to work on, or what do I need to have them work on in practice. But yeah, that's definitely something that, I feel like I always do, that's for sure.
Well, it's good to have the girls compete against each other. That's what makes them better, because if you've got people competing for the same position, they don't want to let go of that position to give to somebody else because it may be hard to get back, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So after the game with Winona on Monday night, you're getting ready for your first home matchup tonight. And this will be a nice atmosphere for these girls to get back on the home floor. You got, 3 straight games, I believe, at home. So this kicks off a nice run at home. Matter of fact, seems like we have a lot more home games this year than on the road, excluding the tournaments, obviously. And when you look at that, Coach, that's got to make these girls feel pretty good going into the game tonight, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think they're definitely very excited to have these 3 straight home games. We have 2 very tough district opponents this week, and then we see Eminence next Tuesday. So, just 3 very tough teams in a row. I mean, I feel like every team we play is tough, but, these 3 games are going to be really huge for us just to come out strong and, fight hard and play together.
What's the one thing you're looking for the girls early in the season? Is it the communication? Is it them reading the opponents? What is it exactly that you're trying to see, and how they react to the ball, or is it how they react to the players around them? Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that goes on the floor. I don't think people even realize every single time that there's a volley, right?
Yes. Definitely I feel like the key for us is going to be just upping our communication. Our first set last night against Winona, we were talking the entire time. We were up, our energy was up, momentum was up, and then, we just kind of, second set came out and communication was a lot lower than what it was that first set. So you could definitely tell a difference when we're up with our energy and, talking and being vocal. It's a totally different team. So I'm definitely looking for that this week, just upping that communication, because that ultimately helps us finish those plays.
And, of course, every team seems to have a leader on the floor, and that may not be established yet, because as well as I do, sometimes somebody just takes that role by the horns and they run with it, but other times it's established by the play on the floor. Do you have that kind of leader right now, or are you just watching the girls as they develop and create their own leader?
Well, I'm definitely, still watching, but, we do have 2 very good senior leaders in Kylie Shalbett and Avery Orway. I put that role on them this past week, and, I think they've done a great job. I think they've, been leading by example, and they do talk and communicate a lot. They make sure that they help the younger kiddos out as well. So I do think we are starting to kind of figure that out, and it's going to be exciting to see as we continue to play this season.
Can you give me your starting lineup for tonight, Coach?
Yes, so we have Avery Irway, and then we have Mallory Workman, and Faith Kaminsky, Skylar Klaprick, Leah Russell, Aspen Toman, Kylie Shalvett, and then Reagan Du Bois.
Okay, and your libero?
Kylie Shalvett is libero.
Okay, very good. And tonight you take on St. James. I'm sure you're a film watcher. I'm sure you've seen some film on them. What can we expect from the Lady Tigers of St. James?
Well, they're always very tough, Stan.
Right,
so
they
we're
are.
just going to have to come out ready to play. And, we saw them twice last year. We saw them once at the beginning of the season last year, and then we were lucky enough to see them again at districts, and both times we came out on top. But, they're just a very scrappy, well-coached team, so we're going to have to be ready to just, finish every play and be able to read their hits, read their tips, and, get those balls up and convert them to offensive opportunities. So.
Well, Coach, we wish you the very best of luck tonight, the opening night at home against the St. James Lady Tigers. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Stan. I appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am. And stay tuned. Lady Tiger Volleyball. It is next.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem. Visit our website. The Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball. Today's game is being brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Tarot Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, J&D Automotive, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Align by Design Chiropractic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC.
This is Salem Tiger Volleyball. You're watching KSMO. Family on 3! 1, 2, 3, family!
It's opening day at Salem High School Gymnasium for home volleyball. Hey, I'm Stan Stevens. Glad to be with you, the KSMO media team, as Salem Lady Tigers take on the St. James Lady Tigers. If you remember, these two teams played each other last year in a great matchup that Salem won at St. James. Then they matched up against themselves in district play, if you remember that. There was a real good win by the Salem Tigers at that time. Well, these two teams will match up right now in the home opener for our Lady Tigers. And so far has been so good. The freshmen came out and they beat St. James in 2 straight, 25-16, 25-17. Then the JV lost the first game, 18-25, rallied to win game 2, 25-19, and then beat St. James in the third game of 15-7, score to win that match. So the Varsity Lady Tigers will be trying to do the same thing here against the St. James Tigers. For those watching, we really appreciate you being with us on KSMO Media, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or on our KSMOradio.com play. You have Salem Tigers in their navy blue jersey, our navy blue shorts with the white jerseys and Carolina blue numbers, and St. James in their black shorts and their red jerseys with the white trim. Now our national anthem. Nice rendition of our national anthem. As the Salem Lady Tigers coming off a loss last night to Winona. Tough loss, 23-25, 22-25. And then losing in the third game as well. Not quite as close, 15-25, but they played well. And after coming off a jamboree where they won 3 of 4 games with Licking and Summersville, this should be a very exciting Tiger team. We're really looking forward to the next 3 home games. We'll have all 3 on KSMO Media for you right here and on KSMO Facebook stream page, our YouTube page, as well as KSMORadio.com. So we're getting ready for the starting lineups. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the starting lineups for the Salem Tigers, and here they are.
Avery Orway, senior. Mallory Workman, senior. Faith Kaminsky, junior. Skylar Clapwick, senior. Leah Russell, junior. Aspen Tillman, sophomore. Reagan Du Bois, sophomore. Kylie Shalbert, senior.
All right, so here we are back. Athletic Director Clay Moody talking about the new padding on the ends. As you look at the Salem High School gymnasium, to the north end, you'll see the State Farm Cameron Irway agent padding where the stage is, and also on the other end, Progressive Ozark Bank on the other side, on the south side of the gym. So they're really did a good job, and of course, the new flooring here is brought to you as a courtesy of the Bank of Salem. They sponsored the floor, and brand new flooring here at the Salem High School gymnasium. And Coach Moody thanking those great people for their help in making the floor and the padding possible here at the Salem High School gym. Been a nice crowd on hand. We've seen a few parents leave already. They had younger kids playing, but still a nice crowd on hand for this varsity matchup between the Tigers and the Tigers. St. James has a couple of seniors coming back that are very good players. And one of those is Riley Hancock, the one that's firstly being introduced right now. And Riley is a senior. She's probably their best hitter. And then here's Lily Baker, their second best hitter. Both are seniors. Allie Carroll is a senior. She's more of a defensive specialist, but she is very good on that back line. And then Hannah Salter, a senior. She's kind of in the middle a lot. She sometimes plays deep in the middle. She sometimes plays shallow in the middle, but she's all over the place. Michaela Copeland will be the other starter coming in. And then Lydia Kennitzer will be the final starter for St. James. So Lydia wearing number 2. She's a sophomore, a youngster among these upperclassmen who are starting tonight for the St. James Tigers. Again, Riley Hancock, probably the one you might remember the most. She was kind of their power hitter last year in the district play. Tigers were able to contain her very well, and that helped them to that win in district play. For the Salem Tigers, they have a very interesting lineup tonight with Aspen Tolman, a sophomore, getting introduced first, and then Reagan Du Bois getting introduced, also a sophomore. And then we move up the chain, and we have Faith Kaminsky, a junior, stepping in, starting tonight on the front line. Also, Skylar Clapridge back in the lineup this year for the Salem Tigers. Skylar, an outstanding athlete. Following that will be Mallory Workman, and we'll finish things up with Avery Irway. Nice contingent of mix of this girls' team with 5 seniors, as I think 4 juniors are on the team, and then a few sophomores and 1 freshman. And so Kylie Shalbert will be the libero tonight for the Salem Tigers. So we're ready to get this one underway. Should be an outstanding match, as we mentioned. Salem with the white jerseys and blue shorts. St. James with the red jerseys, white trim, and the black shorts. So we hope you enjoy the broadcast tonight. Again, we'll be right back here Thursday against the Sullivan Lady Eagles. Again, there'll be a freshman match at 4:45. The JV will follow, and then the varsity matchup will then be carried right here on KSMO Media immediately following that JV contest. So freshmen at 4:45, then the JV, then the varsity matchup. Some kind of something going on the gym. I saw Shelby Botkin run up onto the stage. I'm not quite sure what's up there, but still waiting for that. Either some kind of presentation or dedication. As we get ready to start this contest here between Salem and St. James. Girls are asking for some help from the student contingent. A nice student contingent on hand here. And whatever they are looking for, Shelby not able to find it, but they've left the stage curtain open. I'm not sure that the officials are going to like that. That doesn't usually bode very well. So we'll see what happens there. We're about ready to get this one underway. Again, Salem's freshmen won it 2 straight, 25-16, 25-17. And in the JV, after losing the first game, 18-25, the Salem Tigers rallied, won the second game, 25-19, and then won game 3, 15-7, to take that match. So these two teams about ready to get underway on a Tuesday evening here in Dent County. Officials making sure that they are in their proper locations for the rotation. They do this a little bit more deliberate, I think, than they used to. He wants them separated. The official, if you're watching him, to make sure. And so the libero will check in for Faith Kaminsky, wearing number 14 tonight. She's on the program as 18, but has the 14 on the jersey. It will be Mallory Workman to start things out. The first serve on a new floor gym. Comes in, it's an ace off the hands of Allie Carroll. And Workman gives the Salem Tigers a 1-0 lead. Carroll couldn't field the service. And it's an ace. Next one by Workman comes to Carroll. Bumps it high in the air. Pushed back to the middle by Copeland. Pushed over by Hancock. Tigers set it. Workman getting there for Irway for the kill. It's good off the fingertips of number 9, Hannah Salter. 2-0 Salem Tigers. There for Irway for the kill. It's good off the fingertips. Workman's next serve on the right side of the floor. And it's another ace as, again, Carroll could not field that serve. Spinning serve. Carroll had to reach in for it, and it went off to the left into the stands. 3-0 Salem here early. Game 1. The next service. Carroll bumps it up in the middle of the floor. Getting it there is Hancock, pushed over by Copeland. The Tigers get it to Workman at the net, and it's going to be a bad pass into the official's chair. Irway, no chance to be able to play that. There'll be one serving 3 as Lily Baker will go back to serve. Du Bois and Shalbert deep as Tigers play a inversion defense there. Short serve, played dug out nicely by Irway to go across the Clapperidge. Nice save there by Baker, but it's called a caught ball. Looked like Baker really played it well, but they're going to call a caught ball or double hit actually on Baker. That's a heck of a job by Clapperidge. She got all of it and went right at Baker, who played it, but unfortunately got called for the double hit. Point and side out to the Salem Tigers. Skylar Clapperidge back to serve. 4 serving 1. Game 1 against St. James, Salem, and St. James. Playing it up to the net. Getting it there is Engelbrecht. It comes across and off the official's chair on the pass. No chance for Lydia Chemnitzer to play that ball across. It's 5-1 Salem Tigers. Clapperidge ready to serve again. This one played deep and off the fingertips of Hannah Salter. I'm not sure if Hannah saw it or not. Reached her hand out, the ball nicked her, And that's an ace, and it's 6-1 Salem, and St. James will call timeout. With a score, Salem Tigers 6 and the St. James Tigers 1. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
Back to action, and Clapper serves it across. St. James plays it right in the middle, in between the Tigers, as Copeland was able to back up and just loft that one in between the Tiger defense. And a point side out for St. James. Chemnitzer will go back to serve. Checking in, Sophia Mitchell on the front line. Service comes to Irway. To Workman, back to Irway in the middle for the kill off the fingertips of number 17, Sophia Mitchell. And down, point for the Lady Tigers, and side out as well. Back is Kylie Schaubert, the libero for Salem. 7 serving 2. Schaubert service is deep. Played there and off the backboard, and a point for the Salem Tigers. Lydia Chemnitzer tried to play that one high. That ball probably was going past her and out of bounds, but she played it on a ball about chest high. Schaubert's next service, a little bit lower. Nice dig by Chemnitzer to keep it alive. Played there by Engelbrecht and played to the net. Bumped there down by Faith Kaminsky, but they'll say it was a net ball. She didn't have to play it. So 9-2 Salem. And St. James did not get that one over the net. We had the official right in our way there. Could not tell. They call it a net ball. 9 serving 2. Schaubert's next service comes down, played straight up in the air by Copeland. Played by Engelbrecht, back to Copeland, pushed across. Schaubert in the air. Workman right in the middle of the floor to Kaminsky, pushing it deep. There's Chemnitzer to the net for Riley Hancock. She gets it in. Hancock off the hands, I believe, of Leah Russell. And in, point and side out for the St. James Lady Tigers. To serve from the left corner is Copeland. Played there by Irway to Workman. Back to Irway in the middle for the kill. It's outside. Puts it too far outside. Had the good idea. Tried to drive it in the corner. Nobody there, but missed it by a couple of feet. Point for St. James as Michaela Copeland serves again. The junior plays it deep. Schaubert to Workman. Back to Schaubert. Plays it across. Played there to Chemnitzer. To the net. They set it for the kill. Nice save by the Tigers. Workman. And goes to Avery Irway playing it across. There's Chemnitzer to go down and play it. Pushed in the middle and bumped over there by Hannah Salter. Tigers play it towards Irway for the kill. She's got it down in the corner. Avery Irway coming across, blasting it down on a good pass. And the Tigers take a 10-4 lead from Salem. Good volleying there by both teams. Tigers set up better. Irway's service comes down, played by Hancock to Engelbrecht, and then playing it deep. They play it across, and there's the Tigers battling for it and pushing it over and off the beam and down. As a little bit of Schaubert and Irway kind of getting miscommunication there. Point for St. James, side out as well, as Riley Hancock goes into the far right service area. Flat-footed, she serves it. Clapperidge to Workman, back to Clapperidge for the kill. Played there by Copeland, up off the beam, kept alive, and Hancock will push it over. There's Schaubert to the net. Clapperidge setting it for Kaminsky, off the net and in. Little short set there, and Kaminsky banged it off the white tape into St. James territory. 11 serving 5, back to serve for the Salem Tigers. Kaylee Moody. Good to see Kaylee out there again after having injuries last year. The service comes down to Copeland. Played up by Hancock and bumped over there by Baker. Tigers have it. Moody sets it across, going for the kills. Workman, she's got it. Partially blocked at the net by Sophia Mitchell, but not enough. And the Tigers of Salem build a 12-5 lead here in game one. Moody's service down the right side, bumped by Chemnitzer to almost out of bounds. It kept alive and pushed off the net. Nice save there by Workman to keep it alive. Now to Kaminsky playing it deep, but too deep. Point side out for St. James. Faith didn't hit it very hard, but it was about 1.5 feet too deep. As Moody checks out, and Reagan DuBois is in the game. Coming in the game is Allie Carroll to serve. She'll replace Sophia Mitchell who check out. Carroll right from the middle of the floor. Ready, 6 serving 12. The service is short, played to the net and tipped down. DuBois trying to keep it alive, but it'll be called for a caught ball. She didn't have much choice. The pass across did not work well, but I think a net violation was called on St. James. They gave the point to Salem and side out. I didn't see the net violation and didn't see the official call it. The service, it goes off the hands of Michaela Copeland for an ace for the Lady Tigers of Salem. Kylie Wood getting that ace. 14 serving 6. Next serve is a hard serve, played straight up in the air by Carroll. Hancock in the middle of the floor, trying to push it across with Baker. Tigers are there to Workman for the kill. Played up by Carroll, straight up to Hancock. Going to Baker for the kill deep. Nice play by Irwin to keep it alive. And then Workman bumps it over after the pass by Wood. Hancock trying to push it across, but played back across by the Tigers of Salem. Now back the other way. Waiting for it is DuBois. Pushing it across and off the hands of Baker and in. Skylar Clapperich just watching St. James drift left, and she went back right. And a point inside out, a point for the Salem Tigers. As Wood will serve again. That one in the net, point and side out for St. James. Kylie Wood at 5'2", did a good job of serving it. She's got that real sharp serve. Hannah Salter for St. James. She serves it back to Schaubert. To DuBois in the middle of the floor to Workman for the kill. That was easy. She caught Carroll moving to her left and left the entire floor wide open back in the right corner, and Workman gets the easy kill. 16 serving 7, Workman service. It's another ace. She's got 3 in this game. Checking in now will be Heather Austin for Hannah Salter. Austin, a senior. She'll play in the back line. Workman service sails, and did it hit her hand? We're waiting. They said it was out of bounds, and they said it nicked. I'm sure it did. It looked like one of the girls put her hand out. And a point for the Salem Tigers, though the back judge called it out. Workman's next service, that is in as another ace. She's got 5 of them now. 18 serving 7. Game 1 of this best of 5 matchup. First game on the Salem's new gym floor. That service, another ace as Heather Austin can't dig it out. Workman now the 19 serving 7 lead. That one down low, up the line by Hancock. Batten Carroll puts it over. There's DuBois to Workman, back setting it for Clapperich. She drills it in. Going cross court. Clapperich got on top of that one and winged it down inside the line by about 4 or 5 inches. And that's 20 serving 7. Workman's next service is deep. Played up to Hancock. to the net. Pushed over there by Baker, but the Tigers are there. Workman setting it for Avery Irway, and that one is out of bounds. Avery tried to go down the short side, but missed it by a foot or so. And the point and side out for St. James. Lily Baker back to serve. 20 to 8. Salem on top. Baker service. It's short and went under the net. She kind of missed it on her service. Got the ball too high, and the hand just barely grazed the ball. Leah Russell checking in for Du Bois. Skylar Clapperidge goes back to serve. 21-8, game one. Clapperidge's service straight down the middle of the floor comes to Austin, and they can't play it. St. James has struggled fielding services here in this first game. Austin checks out. Hannah Salter back in. 22 serving 8. Skylar's next serve. A short one. It's an ace. Right in between the defense. She just really softened up that serve and got it located perfectly inside the St. James defense. 23 serving 8. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. Salem on top. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831. 23 serving 8. Salem Tigers on top. Hey, we do want to mention a few of our great sponsors like J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. But without these type of sponsors, this would not be possible. I want to thank them for their support of our Salem Tigers. Skylar Clapperidge back to service again, 23-8. Her serve right down the middle comes to Carroll. To the net, they set it, trying to push it across there is Copeland. Tigers Workman setting it there, and the attempted kill by Aspen Toman goes into the net. Point side out for St. James. Lydia Chemnitzer, she starts that deep run, hits that running serve, comes to Schaubert. Workman to Avery for the kill, kept alive momentarily and pushed back across by Chemnitzer. There's Schaubert to Workman in the middle of the floor. Now right side, and the shot blocked down. I think it's a point. It never made it over the net, I do not believe. And St. James gets the point. 10 for St. James, 23 for Salem. The running jump serve by Chemnitzer. It's played by Schaubert. That was probably going to go too far. Across the middle and played across by Irway. Comes back across, and the Tigers, Irway and also Toman, both just kind of stood there looking for each other to get it. Nobody went. Little lack of communication right there. St. James with 3 straight points. Chemnitzer service. Irway to Workman. Back to Irway in the middle for the kill. Kept alive there, played there to Engelbrecht. Back in the middle, playing it deep, too deep. And out of bounds by number 9, Hannah Salter. And it's game point for Salem Tigers and the side out as well, as Kylie Schaubert will go back and serve. Game point for game 1. The service, nice play by Engelbrecht to get it to the net, or Copeland, I should say. Pushed across, nice dive and dig there by Workman, playing across to Clapperidge, but puts it right in the net. Point side out for St. James. Michaela Copeland back to serve. 12 serving 24, game 1. The service is down the line. That's an ace. That was a nice serve. Irway with the attempted dive and then hit Leah Russell in the back. Russell needed to shift over a little bit to help out, but wouldn't have made a difference. That was a really nice serve. Workman setting at the net for Irway. Dinks it across, but dinks it wide. And St. James coming back on a lot of mistakes here by the Salem Tigers. here in the last 5 points. Got a little bit nonchalant here. Get back to their game. Copeland to Irway. To Workman, setting it up there for Kaminsky. And it's off the fingertips of Sophia Mitchell. And it's game point for the Salem Tigers as they win game one, 25-14. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with game two when we return. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
There's end of summer savings at K&H Auto Supply in Salem. Get Turtle Wax Ceramic Wash and Wax or Ceramic Spray Coating, $13.99 each. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner for $4.99 and Purple Power Hand Cleaner for $2.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
We're getting ready for game two here at the Salem High School Gymnasium between St. James and the Salem Tigers. Salem won game one, 25-14. Got a good effort serving-wise. Really, throughout all the servers for Salem did a really good job, but outstanding work by Mallory Workman to get 6 aces, total of 9 aces for the Salem Tigers in that first game, and 6 belong to Mallory Workman. So we're getting ready for game two. Salem and St. James here at the Salem High School Gymnasium, the brand new floor. We'll be back here again Thursday night when the Sullivan Lady Eagles come to town, 4:45 with the freshman contest, and then the JV matchup, and then we'll bring you the varsity matchup on KSMO radio and on the media. First service by Lily Baker, too hard, point inside out for the Salem Tigers. Skylar Clapridge back to serve. Salem Tigers make a little substitution there as Reagan DuBois checks out and Leah Russell coming in the game. Russell, junior. DuBois just a sophomore. So as I mentioned, kind of a good mix. Lots of senior and junior leadership with one freshman and a couple of sophomores, and immediately the service right back in the net, 1-1. Cancel each other out here to start game two. Lydia Chemnitzer back to serve. She is more of a defensive specialist, but she serves well. She's got that running jump serve, and she serves it off the head of Sophia Mitchell and over the net. I don't believe that counts, and so the point for the Salem Tigers. Everybody getting a good chuckle out of that one. No harm done. As Kylie Shalba goes back for her service. It's deep right down the middle to Chemnitzer. They tip it over, push back across by the Tigers. Russell. They coming back, pushing it deep, and it's out of bounds. Shalba called off Workman and let it go. 3-1 Salem Tigers as Shalba goes back to serve. Kylie with good recognition of that ball, called off. Workman before she went after it. This service, a nice serve, played there by Copeland to the net to Hancock, playing it deep and off the fingertips of Clapper. She tried to reach over the shoulder, couldn't play it back, tried to deflect it over to Kylie Shalbert, but unfortunately deflected it away from her. 2 serving 3 is Michaela Copeland, a junior. Back to serve, right from behind the service line. Plays it across, Shalbert to Workman. High set for Avery Irway. She just kind of touched it down over the net. It looked like St. James went up for the block. Mitchell, and also I believe at the net was Hannah Salter, but Irway threw him a knuckle curve and just dinked it down. Avery back to serve. 4 serving 2. That service high off the chest of Copeland. Comes back and will be bumped over there by Hancock. Shalbert to the net to Clapperidge. Setting it high, going for the kill as Workman was played back across by St. James. Russell in the middle to Kaminsky, playing it deep. Copeland passing it on the right side to Engelbrecht across. Trying to play it across the court was Mitchell, but the Tigers are back. Workman plays it the other way. Kept alive there by Chemnitzer. She plays it over. There's Shalbert for Salem. To Clapperidge, going for Workman off the net. And nice play back there by Copeland. To the net it goes, tipped in though by number 9, Hannah Salter, as a bad pass by the Salem Lady Tigers gave her just an easy tip over. Good volleying by both teams. One mistake, Salta was there to make Salem pay on that mistake. Hancock service, it goes out of bounds. Did miss by much. Coach Barnes standing right there helped the back line official. Point and side out for the Salem Lady Tigers. Kylie Moody back to serve. 5 serving 3, game 2. Service down the side, played up by Lily Baker across to Hancock in the middle of Salter. Bumps it over, played there by Irway to Clapperidge, just trying to push it across and backed over there by St. James at the net. Tipped over by Moody and it goes in. Kylie Moody just cruising through, just deflected that one, and it somehow just kind of discombobulated the Lady Tigers of St. James. They just could not react to it. 6 serving 3 as Kylie goes back to serve again. Kaylee, a nice serve, comes to Baker. They'll try and push it across. Moody to the net. Clapperidge all the way across for Workman, and it's nice kill for Workman. Almost blocked down by Mitchell, but it got caught up in them in the net. And a point for the Salem Tigers. Mitchell went up, blocked the ball, but it came down to St. James' side and then got entangled between her body and the net. The service comes to Baker. In the middle to Hancock, pushing it back to Baker, just dinks it in over top of Kaminsky. Moody coming up was a little late, couldn't get to it. Point side out for St. James, it's 4 serving 7. As Du Bois checks back in. Carroll comes back in for St. James. Alley, a senior, serves this one across and played by Workman to Du Bois. Back to Workman for the kill. She's got it. 8 serving 4. Workman very patient on that receiving of that serve. Did a good job of getting the pass to Du Bois, getting it back, drilling it home. Kylie Wood to serve. She had a couple of good serves back in game 1. She really hits that ball hard. This time she spins it, and it's an ace. Right on the back line. That ball looked like it curved. Boy, if she did that, that was amazing. That ball looked like it curved about 1.5 feet or 2 feet and then just dove down. What a nice service. Another service. This one into the net. Now 5 serving 9 as Salter will go back to serve. Hannah serves from the middle of the back service line. And that service way too hard. Point side out for the Salem Tigers. 10 serving 5 as Workman goes back to serve. This is the first time in game 2 she has serviced. Had 6 aces in game 1. This service comes to Carroll. Whoops it straight up in the air to Hancock. Now to Salter. He'll place it right in the net. 11-5, Salem on top. This is game 2. Game 1 went to Salem, 25-14. Trying to even their season record of 1-1, losing last night in very hard fashion to Winona. Hancock plays it to the net, and a little collision by Chemnitzer and Michaela Copeland, and they ran into each other. And I think a timeout's going to be called by Coach Julia Gies. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. Salem 12, St. James 5 in game 2. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best health care one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Salem Tigers 12 and St. James 5. This is game 2 as Workman continues her service. Mallory from the right side of the service area. Serves it deep, played up by Salter. Getting it there is Carroll, and then pushing it across is Baker. To the net, Workman setting it in the middle, and a fanned-on shot by Aspen Toman. Aspen went up and just whiffed on it. Aspen, just a sophomore, got up. Came down, ball wasn't there. Ball was still in the air. Lily Baker to serve. Plays it deep, and I kind of call those service errors because you just got the ball back, and the last thing you really want to do is just turn it right back over to Salem service, but they did. That's 3 times in this game St. James has done that, immediately giving to Salem the ball back. Skylar Clapperich ready to serve, but Tigers had not gotten Russell in yet. Leia now checking in. Du Bois out. 13 serving 6. Clapperich's service. A nice serve right to the net. They put it up high for Copeland, going for the kill. Played there by Workman. Now to Tolman, to Irway. Irway gets the kill. Carroll couldn't dig it out as she went cross court. 14-6 Salem Tigers. Tigers with good communication on the floor, pointing, talking. You like to see that. Skylar Clapperich back to service again. On the right side of the floor, a little short serve. It's an ace! She got it over top of the front line and in front of the back line. 15-6. Skylar. Senior this year and wanting to excel. Nice service, but it goes out of bounds. That ball sailed, went across the court, and ended up missing by a couple of feet. Point side out to St. James, 7 serving 15, and Lydia Chemnitzer back to serve again. Seemed like she just served. Chemnitzer, that running jumper, flips it high in the air. There's Chemnitzer to Workman, sending it high for Irway for the kill. It's blocked down, kept alive. Tolman back to Irway, puts it across. Kept alive by St. James. Russell to Workman, to Irway for the kill. She's got it off the hands of Mitchell. Avery got on top of that one and drilled it. And Mitchell got the arm up, the ball off the side of the wrist and out of bounds. Point for the Salem Tigers. And Talbot misses that one, but not by much. That ball dove down at the end. Took a big dive at the end, but just not enough. That service. Talbot to Workman. Now across to Russell, right in the net. Leia got no elevation whatsoever and put that ball right in the twine. Point side out for St. James. 9 serving 16. Copeland to Irway. Irway's pass goes into the net off the antenna. Point for St. James. 10 serving 16. Copeland. Next service. Play there by Clapperich to Workman. Now to Shalbert, playing it deep. Copeland to the net. That's Engelbrecht. They get it across, and playing it across was Hancock, but she missed it. Riley has been kept pretty much in check here by the Salem Tigers. She missed that one deep, point side out for the Salem Tigers, and Avery Irway will go back. She will serve next. Avery, her service down the side, bumped straight in the air by Chemnitzer. Goes across. Hancock trying to dig it in. Shallow with a nice save. Put back up and played across by Workman. Too hard. They had St. James all on the left side of the floor. Good idea by Workman to go the other way. Just a little too hard and pushed it out of bounds. Riley Hancock to serve. 11 serving 17 as J.C. Engelbrecht checks out. Hancock's service, it's a flat serve, and it sinks in front of Kylie Shalbert, and that's an ace. Slapped that with her palm, and that ball just sunk. This one, another hard service played into the net. Another ace. As Clapperidge could not handle that serve, it's 13 serving 17. St. James closing in. Next one by Hancock, played by Clapperidge up in the air. To Workman, now to Irway, playing it deep. Play there by Copeland into the stands. Copeland trying to feel that hard response by Irway. Pushed it behind the St. James bench and point side out for the Salem Tigers as Moody goes back to serve. Kaylee, 5'5", senior. Trying to get on a run here, and that service down the side, pushed to the net by Baker. Tipped, kept alive by Salem. Moody setting it there for Workman. Workman the other way, just dinks it in. Just a short little palm push. And man, I'm telling you what, that was well thought out and played. We said she almost did it before here a few points back, and she did do it this time. Moody's service, good serve. Played by Baker, straight up in the air. Hancock is called for a caught ball. Hancock kind of got caught in between thinking there what to do with it, and gets called for a caught ball. Point for the Salem Lady Tigers. It's 20-13, so she shifted her shoulders, basically creating a double hit. Service down the side, play there by Baker in the middle to Hancock. Back to Baker for the kill, and it's good in the corner. That's a well-placed kill by Lily Baker. Good pass by Riley Hancock of St. James back to her. That was a well-done play by St. James and right down the line. How much Salem Tigers could do on that one. Allie Carroll back in to serve. 14 serving 20. This is game 2. Salem won game 1, 25-14. Soft serve in the middle, Workman. To Du Bois, back in the middle. Going for it is Clapperidge, and it's good. Right at the feet of the line judge. She never saw it. She thinks it was out, but it's in. I think she closed her eyes. That ball smacked her in the legs. But that ball in, and the line judges knew it. Coach Kesey is asking about it, but no, there's no way. Both judges saw it, so 21-14. Poor girl, I'm thinking she just closed her eyes, and that service is a little bit too deep. By Kylie Wood, point inside out for St. James. 15 serving 21. This game's far from over. As Hannah Salter goes back to serve. Salter service down the middle, played by Shalbert to Irway and pushed over by Clapperidge. Hancock getting into Chemnitzer. Now to Baker, too hard. Baker trying to go deep, pushed it out of bounds. Up into the stage area, 22-15, point side out for the Salem Tigers. I'm surprised they're leaving that stage area open. The curtain this whole game, a timeout called by Coach Gesey of St. James. 22-15, Salem on top. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bar
22-15, Salem Tigers with the lead here in game 2. Earlier tonight, the freshmen won in 2 straight, 25-16, 25-17. In JV action, St. James won the first game 18-25 before Salem won game 2, 25-19. And then the JV deciding matchup, Salem won that one 15-7. Salem won game 1 here in the varsity matchup, 25-14. They lead this one 22-15 as Workman goes back to serve. Nobody has really stood out serving in this game so far. Service comes back to Hancock, down to Baker, off the net and in, and St. James closes the gap. Baker banked that one off the white strip on top. Deflected down and in, and a point for St. James as J.C. Engelbrecht, I should say, comes in to serve. 16 serving 22. The service down the middle comes to Du Bois. To Workman, up in the air to Irway for the kill. Played there, played to the net, tipped there by Hancock. Comes across to Clapperich, and Hancock beat her. Schuyler could not elevate it, and Hancock reached over and slapped it down. Point for St. James. It's now a 5-point Salem lead. Engelbrecht service comes to Schaubert. To Workman. Setting it there for Irway. Going across, and a dig out by Allie Carroll, but she pushed it back too far away from Chemnitzer and also Engelbrecht, and a point and side out for Salem. 23 serving 17 as Russell comes back in. Skylar Clapperich comes in to do the serving. Clapperich's serve comes down, play to the net by Salter, and pushed over. There's the Tiger player, Russell, to Workman in the air. Shalbert plays it to the middle of the floor. There's Salter, right side Engelbrecht in the middle. Played there by Copeland. To the net, pushed over and deep by Russell. Play to Engelbrecht, trying to set it toward the net, just flipped over there by Chemnitzer. Workman for Irway for the kill. It's in off the fingertips of Chemnitzer. Point for the Lady Tigers and game point. 24-17. Game 2. Clapperich trying to win it right here in game 2. Short service. Played there by Salter. To the net, Engelbrecht. Now for Hancock. Ball tipped. Kept alive by Schaubert at the net and pushed over by Irway, but out of bounds. Tried to sell, Aspen Tolman trying to sell that St. James defender, tipped the ball, but not that far over. And Chemnitzer. Lydia ready to serve. Running jump serve, short one to Schaubert. Workman to Irway. That's too deep. Point for St. James. Avery did not get on top of that ball. Good set, just did not get on top. 19 serving 24 as Lydia Chemnitzer, the sophomore. Salem struggled with some of her serves tonight. That running jump serve, it's a knuckleball when it comes down to Workman. Sending it right at the net. That was a bad set by Workman, giving it basically to Hancock for an easy stuff. Workman's pass way too close to the net. 20 serving 24, the service. Dug out there by Irway to Workman in the middle for Irway. It's blocked down. And another point for St. James, and they've closed the gap. Salem has made way too many soft errors in this second game. And a timeout called by Coach Kristen Barnes. 24-21, Salem on top, back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
24-21. Salem and St. James. St. James has closed the gap. It was a 7-point Salem Tiger lead. It's now just 3. As Lydia Chemnitzer has done a good job serving. Here's Irway to Workman. Up in the air, getting it across, and it's in off the fingertips of number 22, Michaela Copeland, and the kill for the Salem Tigers, I believe by Russell. And they win it 25-21 here in Game 2. We've got Game 3 coming up of this best-of-5 series when we return in 2 minutes. Salem 25, St. James 21. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
We're getting ready for Game 3 here at the Salem High School Gymnasium. Stan Stevens and the KSMO Media team, Krista and Ben, bringing you the action. Hope you've enjoyed the freshman game. Now, of course, we don't do any play-by-play with the freshman or JV, but we hope you enjoyed that video stream of those. If you missed it, it is on our KSMO YouTube and Facebook pages. You can check those out. And, of course, too, the JV also won, so might want to go back and review that one. In the varsity right now leading 2-0 over St. James. 25-14 Game 1, 25-21 Game 2. As we get ready to start Game 3. And again, we do want to remind you we'll be back here Thursday night against the Sullivan Lady Eagles. And a kind of a pre-district cursor. They are a district team. It's always good to play those teams to kind of know what you have to face. Do want to tell you, we do want to appreciate all of our sponsors that make bringing you the game possible by us. That might be a better way of saying it. And a couple of those sponsors are J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. They support us to bring these games to you, and we do appreciate that in making that all possible. It costs a lot of money to do these equipment, so we appreciate those people helping us. And an ace to start things out off the hands of Lily Baker on a service by Workman, just like it was at Game 1. Next service, it's an ace. That's 2 in a row, and it dives in front of Allie Carroll. Mallory took a little something off that one and dove down in front of Carroll. Next service, a little harder, played there up to the middle by Salter. Hancock going across, getting it there is Baker. She puts it right in the net. Quickly a 3-0 Salem Tiger lead in game 3. Workman's done a good job serving here tonight and also setting. Next service by Workman. Off the fingertips of Salter and out of bounds, and that's ace number 3 here in game 3. She has 10 on the night, by the way, now. 1 in game 2, 6 in game 1, now 3 here in game 3. Another service, Salter to the net, tipped over by Hancock, played there by Shalba down the middle of the floor. Back setting it for Clapperidge, going to go cross court, but she drilled it way too far across. Good idea, well set up, but when Skylar went up there, tried to drill it, she got a little bit too high and ball sailed on her. J.C. Engelbrecht back to serve for St. James. 1 serving 4. This is game 3. And Shalbert getting across to Clappers, played over there by Toman. Pushed across. There is Workman. Skylar in the middle of the floor to Toman, but she did not get on top of the ball. Point to St. James. Aspen Toman did not get up and go down. She just kind of kept the arm up. Service comes back to Shalbert, playing in the middle to Workman, setting it up there for Irway, but that's too hard. Avery caught it in full flight, but couldn't get it down. That was a well-designed play. The ball just sailed on Avery. 3 serving 4. Engelbrecht's service comes down to Irway, to the net. Workman setting it for Irway. Avery gets it down to Carroll. Nice dig there by Engelbrecht and play to Salter, but she plays it out of bounds across the net, but over toward the student section. Point side out for Salem Tigers. Du Bois checks out and Russell back in. Toman, Irway, Russell front line. Service, nice serve, dug out nicely by Carroll, but it's behind the official. Could not field that service cleanly, and Chemnitzer tried to play it right around the chair official, and it doesn't work that way. You have to put it inside the antennas, not over the official on the chair. Nice service, but it goes in the net. Clapper's had a good idea trying to put it right down that right line, but just didn't have enough oomph on it. Point side out to St. James as Lydia Chemnitzer will serve. She has been a bugaboo for the Salem Tigers. She has 14 points in the 2 games she has served. That comes to Clapperidge. To Workman, setting it for Irway for the kill. Off the ceiling, kept alive and pushed over by Copeland. There's Shalbert. Back setting it for Russell, and the Tigers can't keep it alive. Russell right into the blocks as she had to reach for it, and St. James with the block kill. Chemnitzer, her quick service. It sails on her, goes out of bounds. Up into the stage area, keeps bouncing around. They don't really want to go up there because of the dust. They don't want to bring it back onto the floor. Kind of wondering, that's why I wondered why they opened the curtains. But Kylie Shalbert's service, it's dug out by St. James on a good play after a nice dig there by Salter. Comes across to Irway for the kill. Play there by Salter to Hancock and pushed back over by Copeland. Kylie Shalbert passing it to Workman out cross, and Irway could not get there. The pass too far towards the official's chair, and it's a 1-point Salem Tiger lead with St. James serving. 6 serving 7. That was a nice save by St. James there. Talbot to Workman. Now Russell playing it across. Engelbrecht in the middle of the floor to Copeland, pushing it toward the net, and it's in the net. Point side out to Salem Tigers. Engelbrecht getting it to Copeland, and Copeland really had a lot of time, and they're calling a net violation on Salem. Seriously, okay. Here's Workman pushing it back toward the middle of the floor. Russell pushing it down, kept alive by Chemnitzer. Now Copeland putting it across, it's in. Tigers caught flat-footed there. Chemnitzer way too deep, or her shoe was untied, one of the two. But she was caught absolutely flat-footed, could not move. 8 serving 7. St. James with the lead here in game 3. Service Shalbert. And Tigers, again, not communicating here in game 3 a little bit. And like Coach Barnes is going to call a timeout. With St. James leading at 9-7, we're going to come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
We are in game 3 of this best of 5. St. James with a 2-point lead. That's their second lead of the entire match. Copeland's service comes to Irway to Workman, back to Irway. Nice take across, nicely done by the Tiger senior, just guiding that ball to the left side of the floor as you're facing the St. James side, and falls in harmlessly but effectively for Salem Tigers. Point side out as Irway serves. The service down the right side, played by Chemnitzer in the air to Engelbrecht. Now to Hancock, pushed across, Shalbert in the middle of the floor. Clapperidge back setting it for Russell, partially blocked, brought down by Engelbrecht to the net, and a kill there by Faith Kaminsky. That was a gimme, and Faith drilled it. 9-9 our score. 9 serving 9 as Irway goes back, and her service right in the net. 10-9 St. James, point and the side out. As Riley Hancock goes back to serve. J.C. Engelbrecht checking out. Lily Baker back to the front. Service, nice dig by the Tigers. Can they keep it alive? Pushing it back. Kaminsky tips it down and in. Oh, they call Kaminsky on a net violation. Faith Kaminsky with the net violation because she had plenty of time, but got over the line and into the net. So the point for St. James. Faith needed to be a little bit more disciplined there. Instead, didn't get it done, and point went to St. James side. Riley Hancock now drills one into the net, make it point side out for the Salem Tigers. Something is so fine as we're coming down, getting your hair, your jersey, or something into the net. That net bulges at all, they're going to call the net violation, and it did. Kaylee Moody with the serve, played there, and a little miscommunication. Chemnitzer looked like she was passing it to Copeland, and Hancock came back and bumped it away, and we're tied at 11-11. It's miscommunication on the St. James side. Moody's next service into the net. Boy, Salem and St. James, neither one can get a run of serves over the net here in game 3. Get a point, put it in the net. Allie Carroll to serve. Flat-footed, a short serve, played there by Workman. To Du Bois, setting it back for Workman. Partially blocked at the net. Comes down off the ceiling, played to Baker. Blocked there by the Salem Tigers, played back to the net, tipped over, and the Tigers keep it alive. Push back, Shalbert back to the net. Du Bois back setting it for Clapperidge, and it's good. Nice volleying by both teams. Clapperidge drilled that one off the hands of Copeland. And we're tied at 12. Nice round of applause by the crowd here on a couple of nice saves by the Salem Tigers. A couple of good digs on both sides. Back to serve Kylie Wood. Wood service played off Carroll's arms. To the net, will be bumped over by Baker. And Wood can't keep it alive. Point for St. James and side out. Wood will check back out. Kylie Shalwood back in, back to serve Hannah Salter. That service off the hands of Irway, but it was going out of bounds. Avery played it, and it'll give St. James the point. A mistake there by Avery Irway. I don't know if she might have been screened out a little bit by Aspen Toman, but not normally a mistake you see her make. Now DuBois playing it back to Clapperidge, playing it deep. Carroll bumps it to the net. Hancock setting it there for Copeland for the kill. Played up in the air by DuBois, but Clapperidge cannot keep it alive. DuBois did a good job of fielding that, but it went behind the Salem Tiger bench, and Schuyler could not get there to keep it alive. 15 serving 12. St. James with the lead. Salter's next service spins that one. Played back in the middle of the floor, and Clapperidge bumps it over. Played there. Hancock pushing it deep. Shalbert to the middle of the floor to DuBois. Now to Irway playing it deep. Carroll digs it out. Hancock to Baker pushing it across. Kept alive by Workman to DuBois. Going back for Clapperidge. And off the hands of Salter and out of bounds. And the Salem Tigers will get the point and the side out. And Salter could not elevate that ball and get a nice pass off. Now Workman's service off Carroll. Kept alive by Hancock and bumped over. And playing it deep, there's Chemnitzer. Workman setting it to net for Irway, pushing it deep and in. And a net violation called on St. James anyway on Copeland. 14 serving 15. Salem Tigers down by 1 here, game 3. Workman's next service. Right down the middle off Salter. They can't keep it alive. Another ace for Workman, her 4th. Salter could not elevate that one, and no chance for St. James to even try and get that one up in the air. Next service. Salter straight up in the air to Hancock. Bumping it there to Baker, playing it deep. Played there by Shalbert. To the net, Clapperidge. It's good! Clapperidge again cross court from the right wing to the left side, and Salem grabs a 1-point lead. Workman's next service comes down to Baker, to Hancock to Copeland, pushing it across. Irway up in the air, Workman setting it there for Clapperidge. Dinks it over! Little backhand dink. And Salem with a 2-point lead. Workman's next service, right down the middle, played there by Baker to Hancock to Salter, and Salter put it right down into the floor. Hannah Salter way on top of that one and drilled it straight down. Salem Tigers coming back with 6 straight points, and they've taken an 18-15 lead. Timeout by St. James, back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
18-15 our score. Salem and St. James. Game 3. Salem with a 2-0 lead of this match. Salem was trailing 15-12 or 12-15, and now have scored 6 straight points with Mallory Workman during the serving. Another service. Another ace for Mallory, and that is 5 in this game. Right through the arms of Lily Baker, and point for Salem, 19 serving 15. The next service, again, Baker has trouble with it, gets in the middle of the floor, and they bump it across. That's a heck of a play by Copeland. Goes to the net, pushed up in the air, and Salem cannot play it across. But a net violation on number 2, Lydia Chemnitzer. Chemnitzer came up to the net and bumped it and gave Salem a free point. Wow. There have been some mistakes by both teams like that at the net. Salter to the net. Tipping it over was Hancock. Play there for Irway, and she bumps it in. Little push by Irway. She was off balance and came back up as they set it for her after she had made the initial pass. And Salem with their 9th straight point lead at 21-15. Workman's next service. This one in the net. Well, I got to give Mallory a lot of credit. She reeled off 9 in a row. Engelbrecht will come in. JC will serve for Lily Baker. 16 serving 21, game 3. Engelbrecht's service is deep, played there by Shalba, kept alive there by Workman, and played right in the net by Reagan DuBois. (17) serving 21 as Engelbrecht. Next service to DuBois, and she bumps it out of bounds. Reagan did not feel that service very well. Reached down, we got way too much power on that one. Next service across, nope, got into the net. Point inside out for the Lady Tigers of Salem. DuBois checks out as Russell comes in. Clapperidge back to serve. 22 serving 18, game 3. Service. It's an ace off the hands of Carroll and then off of Salter. And a timeout called by St. James. Salem 23, St. James 18. Back in 30 seconds, game 3. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
They lead it by 5. 23-18. Skylar Clapperidge will go back to serve. Skylar's done a good job serving tonight. One of the better Salem Tiger servers this evening. And her service, is it on the line? And the out of bounds. They say no. That was very close. Skylar trying to go to that far left corner. Nobody was there, but missed it just by inches. Point inside out, and Lydia Kimnitzer, the nemesis of Salem when they serve, comes up. That service dug out by Shalbert to the net. It's good. As Mitchell came up but didn't dink it down. That was an easy kill. And she played it too defensively and then got caught with the ball, the net, and the line, and she could not do a thing. The service comes down, tipped across, and played back by Shalbert to Workman for the game and the match. Everyway, Engelbrecht is there, and they can't field it. Engelbrecht with the pass to Copeland or Mitchell, but neither could field it. And the Salem Tigers win this match against St. James 25-19 in game 3. They sweep it in 3 straight and even their season record at 1-1. We'll come back in 2 minutes and wrap things up in the Salem High School Gymnasium. Salem Tigers 25 and St. James 19 in game 3. Salem wins the match 3-0 here at the high school gym. Back in 2 minutes. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Relationships. It's not just being on a first-name basis. It's a partnership built on trust. This is Scott Ball, president of the Bank of Salem. Since 1883, the Bank of Salem has been serving our local community with the kind of personal service and professionalism that builds relationships. We've earned the trust of our customers with over a century of strength and stability, never once changing our name or compromising customer service. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Salem. Visit our website, the Bank of Salem, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Salem Tigers come into the Salem High School Gymnasium with a brand new floor, new padding, nice new curtain. Everything looks very, very nice. Beautiful floor, beautiful design, and get the first win on this floor against the St. James Tigers in 3 straight games on the varsity side, 2 straight games on the freshman side, and the best 2 out of 3 for JV. So the Tigers of Salem in the freshman game heard at 4:45 today, are actually seen at 4:45. 1 and 2 straight, 25-16, 25-17. On the JV side, St. James won the first game of the match, 18-25, before Salem responded with a 25-19 win and then a 15-7 win in game 3. And then in the varsity action, Salem won it in 3 straight, 25-14, 25-21, and 25-19. Mallory Workman really worked some magic here tonight with her services. She rolled off 9 straight points in game 3 and finished with a total of 12 aces in the 3 games here against St. James. So she really did a good job. Skylar Clapperich also did an outstanding job in the service department tonight. Tigers played very well, communicated very well, had a few lapses out there, but that 9 straight points in game 3 as they came from a 12-15 deficit, took a 21-15 lead, and then won game 3 by a final score of 25-19. Well, if you enjoyed the game tonight or the matchups tonight, you might like it again Thursday. We're going to come right back to it again. The Sullivan Lady Eagles will be in town, and we'll be here to bring those games to you. Again, we'll start with a 9th grade contest or freshman contest, however you prefer. That'll be at 4:45. We'll follow that up with the JV, and that will just be streamed now. Those will be just video streamed. There'll be no play-by-play on those. And then the varsity matchup will follow that JV action here at the high school gym. And we'll be here to bring that one to you on KSMO Media. That's KSMORadio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. But we'll also have it on radio Thursday night as well. So it should be a lot of fun on KSMO AM and FM. Tigers win it tonight in 3 straight over St. James, 25-14, 25-21, and 25-19. For Ben and Krista doing the video work, my name is Stan Stevens. Thanks for joining us on KSMO Media for Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media on our streaming. We hope you enjoyed the game. If you know some friends or family that couldn't make it, they can watch it later. You betcha. And check it out later on our KSMO Stream Facebook page or on YouTube. For all of you who enjoyed the broadcast tonight, thank you for being with us. Have yourselves a great evening. Good night from the high school gym.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media. Tonight's game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Parts, Monet Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Town and Country Insurance, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Ozark Overhead Door LLC, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Southtown Furniture, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Wilson Mortuary, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, J&D Automotive, Dent County Veterinary Clinic, Align by Design Chiropractic, Hometown Mechanical, Town Screen LLC. Thanks to those sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
All right,